How many properties you need to be financially free? It all depends on which method you use. There are 3 ways of buying properties, and by the end of this video, you'll be able to tell exactly how many properties you need. And I'm telling you, the total investment can change dramatically. My name is Fabrizio Cravero, and this channel is all about property investment for UK and overseas investors. Personally, I'm a big fan of what many people call boring buy-to-let. It is about buying a property and renting it out to a family. I love it because it's the less risky strategy, and provided you know what you're doing and you take into consideration all the costs, the returns are quite easy to predict. The first way of becoming financially free through property is, of course, by buying cash. Let's see how many properties you need and how much you need to invest. For this video, we are going to consider the median household income in the UK. According with the ONS, is £29,000 and 900, which means approximately £2,500 per month. But we are talking about financial freedom here. That means that you can live out of your passive income and choosing if you want to work or not. But still, whether you like it or not, you still need to pay taxes. So let's add another 20% on the £2,500 that you need to be financially free. So let's count 20% taxes, and now you need £3,000 to be financially free. I'm a very conservative person, and what if something goes wrong? Let's say the tenant may not pay the rent for a few months, or you have some extra expenses. Let's add a buffer. You are not going to quit your job and few years later you need to start working again, right? I like to play safe, and let's add an extra £1,000 buffer. So for this example, I'm going to consider £4,000 being the financial freedom number. You can adjust it to the lifestyle that you need, but remember to consider the taxes and an extra contingency. Many property investors don't feel safe getting a mortgage. I hear all the times that they don't want to have debt. Now, how many properties do you need to own outright, completely paid off, to have a passive income of £4,000 per month? Let's say you buy a property in one of the hot spots for rental yield this year. You can check this video if you want to know about the best cities where to invest for cash flow. Now, for a good property ready to be rented out and in the correct location, you should expect to pay approximately £125,000 and receive approximately £750 per month in rent. But after you deduct all the expenses to hold the property, the net income will go down to £575 per month, approximately. That means that you will need to buy 7 properties in total. Each property will cost you approximately £130,000 once you factor in approximately £5,000 of cost for the stamp duty, the solicitor, surveyor, sourcing agent if you choose to use one, for a total of £910,000. So you can be financially free with 7 properties fully paid with £910,000. Now it's quite an important number, I think. But now let's see how much you will need to invest if you want to be financially free by buying properties and using a mortgage. Usually, you will be able to borrow 75% of the value of the property. Therefore, for that same property, £125,000, you will borrow £93,750. And if we assume an interest-only mortgage at 4% interest, you will pay £3,750 per year, equivalent to £312 per month in interest. The monthly rental was £750, minus all the costs become £575, but after you pay the interest, will then become approximately £263 per property. That means that you will need to around 16 properties to be financially free. It's quite a bit, but honestly, it's absolutely doable. But let's see how much money you need to invest for 16 properties with a mortgage. Because you're going to borrow £93,000 750, each property of £125,000 will cost you £31,000 250, plus all the acquisition cost that before we set at £5,000. You will invest approximately £36,000 250 for a total of £580,000 for 16 properties. As you can see, the amount invested drops considerably if you use a mortgage. But now, let's have a look at the third way of buying properties. And by the way, this is my favorite one. I'm talking about the BRRRR strategy. It is all about buying properties possibly below market value, then adding value to it. Check this video up here if you want to know exactly how the BRRRR strategy works. Let's see how powerful this strategy is. Because you will be buying properties below market value and then you add value to it, the same property that we checked before with an end value of £125,000 will cost you only, let's say, £115,000. I can say that because that's the strategy that I always use and I'm very familiar with. That means that you will be able to create £10,000 worth of equity through the strategy. And now, the 16 properties that you need to reach the financial freedom will cost you £160,000 less. Therefore, instead of investing £580,000 like I mentioned before, you now need to invest £420,000. Wow, that's amazing, isn't it? And by the way, if you want to start to invest in properties using the BRRRR strategy, exactly the same as the top investors do, soon I'm going to open the registration for a free training where I will explain exactly how you can invest in profitable UK properties just with your computer and without traveling to UK. There is a link in the description below, so you can just go there, register, and you will be the first to be informed when I open the application. But now, let's have a look at the numbers. The financial freedom number of £4,000 net per month through property can be achieved by investing either £910,000 in 7 properties owned outright, or £580,000 with a mortgage by buying properties with a conventional way, or £420,000 by using the BRRRR strategy. Impressive, isn't it? Now, we are all different and in different phases in our life with different needs. But one thing is sure, properties can make you financially free. And the great thing is that we only consider the cash flow so far, but properties appreciate over time. And whether you own 7 or 16 properties, at an average growth of 8%, but even, let's be conservative, 5% per year, as it happened in the previous 100 years, that's just going to make you more and more wealthy. I love property investment, and that's why I release every week new and free content for you. So subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell. Remember, invest with knowledge and create financial freedom. I'll see you in the next video.